It's been a long time since I've put a video out. There has been a lot that has happened over the last couple of months with the marathon at the beginning of December and then all of the holidays and spending a lot of time with family. And then we actually just moved. So this is a new bathroom, a new home for us, and we are loving it, but we just moved a couple days ago and it has been a whirlwind. So I had said that the next video that I would put out would be about the marathon, but that's not gonna happen. I just wanted to give you kind of a life update while we get ready together. And I will post information about the marathon soon and what training looked like and what I learned from all of that. But right now we're gonna get ready together. But I just wanted to get ready with you and give you some updates and maybe cook some breakfast together. So this is the third morning, I think, of us living in this new apartment. So we ended up moving just down the road from where we used to live, which is, we did that last year too. So back in 2021, we lived in an apartment, and that was the year that Quan and I both quit our jobs. So for those who maybe have not watched my channels before or don't see me on other social media platforms, I'm also on Instagram. That's my primary platform that I use. I'm a health coach, so I got certified through the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. I got certified May of 2023, but I started my program May 2022. So never mind, scratch that, not 2021. Quan and I got married in 21. So basically I graduated December 2021 from nursing school at Clemson University, and Quan and I got married also in December, so a few weeks after I graduated. So I sat for the nursing boards and I passed. So I'm a licensed registered nurse, and I started working as a school nurse in February of 2022. And I worked there for about 9 months, and I've never really enjoyed nursing. I enjoy kind of like health education more and one-on-one coaching people to improve habits and become healthier, whatever that means for them. So not just the stereotypical, oh, you need to do this to get healthy, but really honing in on what works for you and what habits are going to uplift you and help you reach your health goals. So I found IIN while I was a school nurse and started my program and learned more about holistic health and wellness, and I loved it. And that just wasn't the kind of education and care and focus that I'd seen in nursing. And so November of 2023, I quit my nursing job, and Quan and I actually originally wanted to like travel the world. He has a master's degree in bioengineering, and he ended up actually leaving the bioengineering field too. Also, side note, I'm putting on concealer and then also putting on blush, and then I'll just do mascara, just doing like a simple face today. But also I'm in this phase where I love lots of blush, so you'll see me like caking it on. But so he left bioengineering and he does fitness coaching on Facebook, and loves it. And so we both left our fields of study and have never been happier. Haven't looked back since. So we both have worked side jobs here and there and still work side jobs while pursuing kind of our dream careers with coaching. So all that to say, we got married, we moved to an apartment, and then we moved to somewhere a little more affordable. Lived there for a year, and it was just an older place, and it had a lot of issues with it. And now we moved here, and we really like it, and we are very thankful for the fact that the Lord has opened up this opportunity, because this is actually the complex we wanted to move to when we first got married. But now we live here, and so we're in the middle of moving. We have a bit of time before we have to turn in our keys at our other place, so we're kind of moving stuff back and forth between places, but we love it here. We have a lot bigger of a kitchen, which is helpful for me. I have a lot more counter space, which is nice, because the other place I had to like basically chop things on the stove. If you've seen my previous video, there is some recipes and we kind of cook together, and you will see that the stove is kind of where I did all the cooking, but now I have a lot more counter space, which is nice. So yeah, so we moved last Wednesday we got our keys. We've kind of been moving over the process of the weekend, and we still have some moving to do, but it's been fun and enjoyable. We've gotten most of the big stuff moved and the essentials, but we still have to get all the little stuff, and I've been spending time going thrift shopping, trying to find just little stuff that we might enjoy, like photos to go on the walls and decorations and just things that we do need, like shoe organizers and stuff like that. But I try and buy secondhand when I can. One, because it's more affordable, but also it reduces your environmental impact, and I think that that's really important. It's nice to be able to use things that other people have bought, because also I think that there's definitely a style right now when it comes to home decor, and sometimes things aren't made as well. But I found some really cute stuff. Like, you'll see this. It says, "Together is my favorite place to be," and it's like this leather piece that's been kind of stamped on here, and I thought it was really cute. So that's kind of one of our bathroom decorations. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish getting ready, and then we can make breakfast and continue to chat. Okay, so now we're in the living room, and before we get to cooking, one, you might hear the water pitcher in the back because I'm boiling some water, but I wanted to show you the stuff that I got while I was thrift shopping. So I kind of go to different thrift shops in the area to kind of get a feel for what's there, because near us we have a lot, and I really like different decor and things that are homemade and things that kind of match the vibe that we're trying to get. So first of all, in our kitchen area, I found this really cute painting, and it's kind of basic, like it's kind of like a basic Christian thing, but I like the font of it because I kind of do a little bit of calligraphy, and I like the font of this. So this one, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." Again, just kind of like basic, but I thought it was cute. So it'll go above our kitchen table. And then around it, we wanted to put some shelves and get some like succulent and some plants. So these I found at a thrift shop. These are like bigger floating shelves that kind of match the border of this. And so I got 2 of those. And then I actually was very surprised to find those at a thrift shop, because I was planning on going to Five Below to get some other shelves. So I did go to Five Below and get these smaller ones. So these are like smaller. They're a little more brown than the others, but we're thinking of alternating them. So maybe doing like this situation or this situation on both sides of that painting. And so that'll go above our breakfast nook in our kitchen. This is something that I found that was cute. The color is not really my vibe, but I thought it was really, really sweet. So it says, "You are my sunshine and my gift." And I thought that was just adorable, and just, I have found some cute stuff that are like little love notes to place around our apartment. So I thought this was really sweet. I might end up trying to change up the color or place it, our bathroom, our guest bath has some of this lighter green in the wallpaper, so it might go in there. So that I thought was really sweet. This one is an older photo, but it was something that somebody cross-stitched, and it had a really sweet message on it. So what I'll probably end up doing is maybe repainting or restaining the frame or changing up some of the paper color that's in it. So this is what it looks like, if you can kind of see that. So again, not really our style, but I'm hoping to make it our style. But it says, "My husband, a strong arm to lean upon, a tender shoulder to cry upon, a patient ear to sound upon, a firm chest to rest upon, a loving heart to rely upon. All these things I find in you, my only lover and my best friend." So I thought that was really sweet, because I call Quan my lover and my best friend a lot. So we'll maybe make that a little more our style. This one is by far my favorite of all of them. I found this at Goodwill for like $5. But look at this painting. So we don't know if the artist is Christian and intended for this to be a Christian painting, but we like to think that it's Jesus reaching out his hands for us, and just that connection. So we thought this was really awesome. It was like, again, like $5 at Goodwill. So beautiful painting. It'll go above our couch. And then with that painting, found this really nice mirror that the frame of it kind of matches that metallic-y color in the back of that painting. So that's the bulk of our haul. There is just one more thing that we did end up getting. It's just like a white crock that has our cooking utensils in it. I might show it to you whenever we cook breakfast. But yeah, that was our haul so far. So I'm gonna continue to explore. There's some other shops that I want to hit up that are actually a bit closer to home that I haven't gone to yet, just because their hours have been a bit funky. But yeah, so eventually we will get those on the wall and hopefully tie this place together, because as you can see right now, we have like boxes everywhere and still trying to move everything. And that's it. So that went really fast, but what you do basically is you just, slice up a green onion however much you want. Is up to you and your taste. I like a lot of green onion. I didn't put as much in today. And then what you'll do is you'll get a pan, add some olive oil into it, let it heat up, add in the green onions, just kind of saute them until they start to like smell like green onions, until they get fragrant. And then you add in however many eggs you want. I do 3 eggs. And then you add in like a dash of fish sauce. We normally use a different brand, but we don't have any stores that sell it around here. So this is actually my first time trying that new brand of fish sauce. And then you just scramble eggs like normal. So it's kind of a Vietnamese twist to eggs. And then this is kind of what it looks like. So we normally always have a rice cooker of jasmine rice. So I just do jasmine rice, put the eggs on top. You can eat it like this, or you can add sriracha if you wanted. The sriracha makes it taste really good too, especially if it's not flavorful enough, or if you just want that extra kick of spice to it. But I'm gonna eat my breakfast and then I'm gonna head out, give it a try. I think it's really good. We've been doing this breakfast every single day for probably the past like 6 months. So it's real good. I enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it too. And I will see you later. So that was what I made for breakfast, and that's what we've been making for, again, months on end. But now it's actually 2 days later, and it is the evening, and I'm just sitting here with some hot chocolate, which I can link that below, and one day I'll kind of show you how I make it. It's an immunity boosting hot chocolate recipe that we ended up making kind of around the beginning of flu season, and it's just really good, and we've stuck with it, and it's really delicious. But I've been looking through the videos and editing and just, getting this ready, and this week has been kind of a kick in the butt. So as I'd mentioned earlier, Quan and I just moved to a new apartment. As you can see, the fact this is our office, there's nothing on the walls and there is nothing on the bookshelf because everything is in boxes. But it's just been busy. Moving in the midst of normal day-to-day life is just a lot, and so we're just tired, and it's a change of pace. And I think that whenever there's any sort of change in your life, we can underestimate how much it's going to really affect us. And this is one thing that I have to remind myself, is that every area of our life is connected. So even just moving on a Sunday and Monday is going to affect, whether or not I exercise, what I eat, how much I'm eating, depending on if I have time to cook. It's going to affect my sleep because it's a new place. It's going to affect even just my stress levels. Like, I've been a lot more stressed this week moving because things aren't where I want them to be. And there are things that I want to go do and stores that I want to check out that have limited hours. And, we still have events coming up, like my mom's birthday is coming up and we're going to go visit her this weekend. And it's going to be really fun celebrating. And we're just kind of tired and trying to catch up and still continue moving things and finish moving the little stuff. But yeah, I have to remind myself that this is to be expected when there is a change in life and everything is connected, and it's okay, and there's nothing wrong or bad about me. And if you're the same way, where you get deeply affected by things, that whether it be changes or whatever, like it's hard for you to deal with change, that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with you. And there are ways that you can make it easier on yourself, like sticking to a normal schedule, or really ensuring that you're getting sleep, or, making some easy meals at the beginning of the week if you know the end of the week is going to be harder. But one thing that has helped me this week is remembering what's most important, and remembering that
my relationship with God and my relationship with my husband are priority. And anything else, if it has to go to the wayside in order for me to connect with God and to connect with Quan, then that's what's going to happen. And that's okay. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you don't work out for a couple of weeks because life got hectic. Sometimes you don't get to go shopping because you need to spend time with your husband and connect with him instead, because that's what's most important. And I have to remind myself that this week, and I think that's one thing that's helped me through this and helped me to kind of recenter myself and keep my focus where the focus is important. So if you're going through a hard time right now, or if there's a lot of change and you're really stressed out, I want you to ask yourself what's most important to you. And whether that's God, whether that's your husband and your family, whether that's really anything else, and remember to focus first on those things, because everything else, if it's not important to you or if it's not the most important thing, they can wait. But your relationship with God, your relationship with your spouse, your relationship with your family, even your relationship with yourself, like, you can't give to others and help others if you're not first taking care of yourself. Because if you're not taken care of and you're falling apart, you're not going to have the ability to help other people and love other people well. So that's my encouragement for you today, is just focus on what's most important and understand that. So as you saw, there's that photo that we put in our kitchen that says, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And that's what I have to remind myself, is that we're serving the Lord in all that we do. And that I read this morning about Jesus calming the storm. And Jesus was in the boat with the disciples, and the storm was raging all around him, but he was asleep. And it says that the waters were swamping the boat. It wasn't just raining in the boat was being swamped by water. And the disciples woke Jesus up and was basically saying, like, "Jesus, we're perishing, do something." And in that, even though the boat was being swamped by water and the disciples literally thought they were going to die, Jesus said, like, "Why are you afraid, O you of little faith?" And he stood up and he rebuked the wind and the sea. And it said in the version, I read the ESV version, it said, "And there was a great calm." And I just thought about that. And I think that was really applicable to this week for me. And it might be applicable for this week for you, that you might feel like you're drowning. It might feel like you're being swamped by the waters. And yet, Jesus still wants you to put your faith and your trust in him, because he is the one who has the power to calm the storm. And when we trust in him, there is great calm, not just in the circumstances around us and in the storms around us, but in the storms within us. And I think that a lot of the times we allow there to be storms inside of us because of our lack of faith. But when we put our hope in Jesus, he gives us that calm and that peace and that freedom. And that's one thing that he's kind of spoken to me this week. So I hope that was an encouraging word for you. I hope that you feel led to spend time with the Lord this week and this weekend, and that if you're looking for peace and if you're looking for freedom, that you'll look to Jesus. Because the more that I learn about Jesus and the more that I lean into him, the more that I truly know and understand that he's the only way that we're going to have peace and freedom. There's nothing in this world, and there's nothing that we can do that's going to give us that. And so, yeah, I hope you have a good weekend, and I hope you have a good next week. And I will talk to you again soon, and we'll chat more, and we'll see how the move is going. And, you know, I will share with you about the marathon at some point. But for now, we are moving, and we are celebrating my mom's birthday, and we are leaning on Jesus. And I hope that you are too. Have a good day. Bye.